Twin flame marriage is the joining together of two twin flame souls. Unlike traditional marriage vows exchanged between two physically incarnated human beings, the marriage or joining together between twin flames is a bond that transcends all other forms of obligation and connection. Even that word obligation, or really even the word vows, promises we make to one another in the physical, often carry with them a kind of weight. It is something we are expected to do for the other, regardless of any of our feelings, thoughts, or emotions, now or in the future. However, between twin flames, this so-called marriage or soul union bonds is not a feeling of forced obligation to one another, as sometimes certain marriages can become over the course of time. This is rather a promise to the self, a commitment to self-growth, self-love, and the evolution of one's soul, with the knowing that the commitment to self within twin flame connection naturally is a commitment to the highest path that will always intertwine with the other, because when we are walking our highest path as a twin flame counterparts, we will naturally find ourselves effortlessly aligning with our twin flame. And of course, beyond that, the support between twin flames is not some kind of obligation we make with words or show with actions to one another. This is the energetic support that is inevitable, because twin flames reflect one another's energy. So when one twin makes positive shifts or changes within their life, it naturally positively supports and uplifts the other twin. And of course, the reverse is true as well. So this is the only soul connection in which we are fully, completely, and in every moment supported by the other in this energetic mirroring kind of way. However, this support, of course, doesn't always look the way that our ego or our logical human mind would like it to look. So because twin flame union or twin flame marriage happens first energetically and then over the course of time can begin to show itself, to manifest itself in more physical forms and ways, in this podcast, I am going to share with you 4 signs that you and your twin flame are already married or have been activated to this union state with one another at the soul level. But before we get into those 4 signs, I do want to introduce myself to anyone who is new here. So if you are new, then welcome. And you are so welcome here in this space on YouTube. We are joining together, building a beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative souls. And for those of you who aren't familiar with me or my channel, my name is 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So the first sign that you and your twin flame are already married or energetically joined together at the soul level is that you are experiencing a loss of attraction within other forms of non-twin flame connection that may be in your life at this time. This can be one of the most confusing aspects to this energetic marriage between twin flames. because twin flames share a natural soul monogamy, meaning that they are supportive energetically of one another in a unique and rare bond that is only shared within twin flame connection. So although we can experience very profound and beautiful connections that are soulmates-esque in nature, that we often refer to as our romantic soulmates. And in many lifetimes past, or even in much of this lifetime, we may have found ourselves effortlessly connecting and feeling intense attraction within these soulmates, relationships, or connections. But what can be very confusing as twin flames is that once our souls have activated one another in this way and really began the energetic merging process, shifting us into this union state, or what we're calling an energetic marriage with one another. The thing about this is we will often be experiencing a severing off, a cutting off of other forms of romantic connection in our life that are more shallow in nature. And when I say the word shallow, I don't mean this in any form of a negative connotation. What I simply mean is that they don't have the same kind of extreme soul depth that we exclusively experience with a twin flame. And this shallowness or depth of a soul connection is not dependent on the number of years, the length of time you've been connecting with someone in a physical lifetime. It's about how many lifetimes you've spent connecting together, or how long you have been interacting with one another at the soul level. And for twin flames, since twin flames share the same origin points as souls, they were essentially created at the same moment in time in the universe, although of course time doesn't really exist in the linear way we understand it. So twin flames on the universal level have been connecting the most intimately at the soul level and for the longest period of time, meaning for every lifetime following after the next. Whether they were consciously interacting through those lifetimes or not, they were always subconsciously, energetically bonded to one another. But again, in those past lifetimes and states of being where you weren't conscious of your twin flame, where you weren't activated in this way, you may have been able to feel that same level of attraction to these other romantic partners or soulmates. But much of that begins to change as we come into this union state within the self, between ourselves and our twin soul. The second sign, you are already married to your twin flame at the soul level. And this is kind of a funny sign, but you might find that your twin flame's energy seems to block incoming romantic connections. Now, this will especially apply for those of you who might be trying to quote unquote move on in the physical world and date or connect romantically with other souls, with other people. You might find that every time you get back out into the dating world or begin to connect with someone romantically, it feels as though something almost serendipitous happens that feels too coincidental to be a coincidence. And of course, we know there are no coincidences in the universe. Something happens or something just doesn't seem to click with this person over time, and things just seem to continuously not be working out in new romantic situations after being activated by your twin. This can be because if this merging has been initiated by your souls, by your soul and your twin flame soul, beginning this union or soul marriage process, you will find, just as you might experience a loss of attraction consciously to other people, romantically speaking, you may also find that you are cut off or blocked on this seemingly mysterious higher self or spiritual level from romantically connecting with others besides your twin flame. The third sign that you are already married to your twin flame is that you are beginning to strongly feel either your inner masculine or your inner feminine. Now, this will be reversed depending on which polarity you most resonate with regularly. So if you resonate as the divine feminine in the connection, you will find yourself connecting more with your inner masculine, and the reverse is true. So if you are the divine masculine, you will find yourself connecting in more with your divine feminine energy. This is a sign that you are truly beginning to merge with your twin flame at the soul level, at the energetic level, and you are beginning to consciously experience the evidence of this soul merging through this feeling of being more integrated, more balanced, meaning more in touch with both your masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Because of course, as we always say, yes, your twin flame, for those of us who are physically incarnated with our twin flame, they are this physical being, but more than that, they are this soul, this energy that is not only within this other person, but is also equally within you. So as your souls begin to merge themselves energetically, you will find that if you are the divine feminine, you will find it more easy to draw upon that inner so-called masculine side of self-support, of increased self-confidence, the ability to structure your goals and dreams and stand up for yourself more strongly. Whereas if you are the divine masculine, you might find yourself connecting in with those more so traditionally feminine traits of passion, of emotional self-reconnection, and deep levels of introspection. Finally, the fourth sign that you are already married to your twin flame is you might actually begin having marriage visions, dreams, or daydreams. And these visions may actually be flashes of visions of you and your twin flame physically getting married in the 3D physical world. Very often we will receive these visions as twin flames because this is our conscious mind's way of picking up on that unconscious knowing that we are coming into a greater union state, what we're calling here a soul marriage between ourselves and our twin. As I said though, all of this union states must begin energetically, and specifically it begins with the energy merging of the divine masculine and divine feminine that actually takes place within the self and then manifests itself in the physical world. So to assist you with this ongoing soul merging process and integration process, which as I'm sure many of you know, can be very, very intense emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. So to assist you with this energy integration, I have created a twin flame surrender subliminal. This subliminal is really powerful for shifting you out of that state of what we call chaos consciousness. That feeling of pushing or chasing, or where we experience some of the discomforts of this energy merging process. And listening to this subliminal uses the subconscious mind as a portal through which to quickly shift and integrate your inner masculine or inner feminine energies, put you in a place of greater clarity, peace, and balance. And that is the most powerful place to stand as a twin flame, because once you achieve that integration, that balance within yourself, you will find that effortlessly your twin flame connection begins to show up in all of those desired ways in the physical world through increased physical interaction, communication, and more harmonious union states in your life and your reality. So this twin flame surrender subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts, for love and relationships, for material manifestations, and of course, I do have an entire section of subliminals specifically for twin flames. And you can try out any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days by creating a free trial account on my websites. And all of that information is linked in the pinned comment and description box under this video. I hope this podcast was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to leave me a comment and let me know what resonated with you personally. Have you experienced any of these signs of twin flame, soul merging, or soul marriage? Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Through this space here on YouTube, we are creating a beautiful, conscious community of like-minded beings here on YouTube. So in order to be part of that and get notifications when I post new content, be sure to subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.